Hello everyone, welcome back to Anmoll Astrology channel. Now today's video is about Dhanishta nakshatra, the last nakshatra of Mars. This nakshatra is ruled by Mars but is divided into two zodiac signs, the sign of Capricorn and the sign of Aquarius. It starts from 23 degrees 40 minutes Capricorn and is extended till 6 degrees 40 minutes Aquarius. Now we are going to discuss what does this nakshatra means and how it is different in the nakshatra in the sign of Capricorn and in the sign of Aquarius. Before we start with that, you just need to know that both the signs are ruled by Saturn, but they are very different energies of Saturn. The Capricorn sign is about stability. It's about hard work. It's about working for the benefit of society. It's about organization. It's more about an earthy element, the enjoyment, right? The earthy people are actually the people who wants to enjoy, right? They might not work that much harder, that the amount of what they are receiving can be more than the amount of work they are doing for the earth element people, because those people love to enjoy the materialistic aspect of life. And it is similar with Capricorn also. Capricorn is no less, although it is ruled by Saturn, but it is that side of Saturn where Saturn wants to have the highest of status. It wants to have a very formal, yet classy, ambitious kind of a nature within themselves, right? So you will understand that Mars gets exalted in the sign of Capricorn. You know why? Because Mars is a planet who seeks for the highest throne. It's not like Sun, but Mars actually wants to depict. You'll see the people ruled by Mars, or you'll just observe Martian individuals. They always want to show that they have the best of everything. They always want to show that they have a very good lifestyle, very high profile, and they just know people who are, influential or who are important to the world. So that's why Mars gets exalted in the sign of Capricorn, because it's very ambitious. It wants to make a very good, show offy, materialistic, enjoyable life for themselves. And for that, they are willing to work really, really hard. They are willing to grab each and every opportunity, because the sign of Capricorn is an opportunistic sign. That's why these are actually most of the traits that you will see in a Dhanishta person of the Capricorn side. So remember, both the signs are ruled by Aquarius, by Saturn. One is the materialistic side, or the more earth side. It's more about stability, it's more about organization, it's more about ambition and work for the, I won't say work for the benefit of others, but it's like benefit of the society. But when we talk about the Aquarius side, it's again Saturn there, but there is a co-rulership with Rahu. So the effects of the Dhanishta of the Aquarius side is the combination of Saturn, Rahu, and Mars. They are visionaries. They have a very futuristic vision. And since this is the air sign, it's more about working multiple things. It's more about being recognized. It's more about technical aspect of life. Technical, which is way innovative, way new to this world. So if we categorize, editing would be the Capricorn sign, and AI or artificial intelligence editing would be the Aquarius sign. It's like both of the things are for innovation, are for enhancing something, but one is just the normal criteria and another is actually the vast visionary concept. Okay, so that's the major difference that you will see in the sign of Capricorn and in the sign of Aquarius. So Dhanishta people at the side of Aquarius are visionaries, and they want to do things which are beneficial for themselves and for the society. Because Aquarius sign is actually the sign, and it's the original 11th house, the house of desires, the house of recognition. You'll see the margin side to this particular nakshatra. This particular nakshatra's planet ruler is Mars. So both of them are providers. Dhanishta nakshatra is actually all about providing others. It's about fighting a war, fighting a fight. In Aquarius, this fight could be with the world, with the society in general, not like society in general, but with the fight to bring in some change, the fight to bring in some innovation. Whereas the Dhanishta side fight is to fight for the highest status and authority in the career or in life in general. But they have to go through a war-like situation. These people are competitive, these people are aggressive. The more aggressive and competitive side would be reflected in the sign of Capricorn, because there they are more reactive. But in the Aquarius sign, these people are more intelligent and more clever. They'll react where they think that they should react. Otherwise, they can suppress that, because Aquarius is also one of the signs which is very introvert and shy. But the dark side of Dhanishta is actually in the sign of Aquarius, because they will accumulate a lot of things inside them. Not like the Dhanishta on the Capricorn side, because they'll just get it out. They'll just spit it out. Now, the second thing is, animal totem of this nakshatra is lioness. So you see, lioness is the one who protects her cubs, who provides for their cubs. So you first of all you will see that the nakshatra of Dhanishta is not favorable for marriage. Whenever you will see the seventh lord going into the nakshatra of Dhanishta, you'll know the marriage life is difficult for this individual. This individual has to work really, really hard towards their marriage life. There are a lot of fights and disturbances within the marriage life. They get betrayed from their partner, and it could be from a family member also. But they do get that betrayal. Dhanishta nakshatra is related to Bhishma Pitama. So he was a person who used to take a oath and who used to follow that. A man full of morals. Whatever he said was, what do we call it? Patthar ki lakir. So these people are people of their words. What they say, they would want to accomplish that. At the Capricorn side, they'll work hard towards it, manually, with their body, with their self. In the sign of Aquarius, they'll try to prove that in actions. They'll try to prove that with their thoughts, with their visions, by doing something technical. You see those scientists, you see those maybe the people who have like invented something new, who have invented AI, who have invented the co-vaccine, maybe new medicines. Those are the people who are the sign of, who have that reflection of the sign of Aquarius. They are visionaries. Aquarius is a very futuristic sign. The person, the Dhanishta nakshatra of the Aquarius side, these people will pre-plan things. They would know that in the future I might have this particular expense. So suppose if a person has Mercury in Dhanishta, in the sign of Aquarius, this person would know, okay, so I'm going to have this expenditure at the end of this year. Maybe they are in the beginning of the year. He'll just try to manage a source that by the time that time comes, he has the funds available. So they know how to, you know, play with things. They know how to manage things accordingly so that the future is secured, the present is secured. But it's not the best nakshatra when it's about household, when it's about marriage. So now, just like lioness protects her friends, everyone she loves, her cubs, these people are very protective. They are willing to fight for the people they love. They are willing to fight for their children. They are willing to do anything and everything in their power for their children. They are fighters. They are warriors. The next thing, the deity of this nakshatra is Ashtavasus. Ashtavasu means the eight gods. There is a mythological story which is associated with this nakshatra where the eight gods, the Ashtavasus, actually stole the cow of Vasishtha. So Prabhas was actually the one who was the mastermind. That's why all of them were cursed that they will be born on the earth as mortals. But out of them, Prabhas would be the one who would stay mortal. So that's why these eight gods were born to the goddess Ganga. Seven of them were drowned in the river Ganga. And then the eighth survived, who was Prabhasa. The incarnation of Prabhasa was the Bhishma Pidama. So he was the one who stayed mortal, who was there in this world and who was in the Mahabharata. So that's why this theme is connected with this nakshatra, that people who have dominant this nakshatra connected with the fourth house or the fifth house, they can have abortions. If it's a female, they are subject to have either difficulty in pregnancy or abortions. But there are contradictory rules also. If suppose they are getting, the particular combination is getting aspected by Jupiter, opposition of Jupiter, or the placement of yoga karka is there in the fifth house or in the fourth house, or conjunct the fourth or the fifth lord, then it would just be about the complications within the pregnancy and not the abortions, or the bad effects will be lessened. Okay. Another thing that you would see with these nakshatra people are that they are truth seekers. Capricorn side, the truth seeking nature is about their life, their world. Everyone they meet, they just want to be honest and they want to seek honesty from people. So, these people are actually very hard to live with in this kind of generation because they expect everyone to be as truthful as they are. Although it's not nowadays, it's not there. It's actually the era of Rahu. It's the era of manipulation because everything, internet, editing, AI, everything is just manipulation, innovation. Whereas Aquarius side, it's about seeking the truth of technical world, seeking the truth. Suppose uh, it's a scientist, they are trying to find a solution to something, trying to find the truth to something. Other thing that you'll see with Dhanishta nakshatra is that the first four words make the word dhan. So these people have to deal with money, actually lots of money. So these people will be born with lots of money. But now the question arises, which actually I personally question myself when I see a lot of charts with Dhanishta nakshatra still struggling for money, is that many a times you'll see that Dhanishta people definitely they have to deal with a lot of money. Maybe they are into banking. Maybe their forefathers had a lot of money, but now they were not able to keep that intact over the generations. So that is what you will see with Dhanishta. They will deal with money, land, real estate, but it's not necessary that they are richy rich and they are fortunate with money. Although you'll see industrialists, many industrialists, many startup owners, because they take funding, they do their work, they run a business, but the growth or the pattern of work is not always the same. So the dealing with money could be positive or could be negative. It could also categorize into dealing with debts. Another thing is that these people are very hardworking. And also these people have pessimistic mindset rather than optimistic. Because of course, this sign, this nakshatra is ruled by Mars, but it falls under the sign, the two signs of Saturn. The practical thinking, the orthodox thinking. So their mindset is actually pessimistic, but this pessimism works for their own benefit. In the Aquarius side of Dhanishta, you'll see their pessimistic behavior is to actually, in a way, that they feel comfortable in that particular realm of theirs. So they just are very restrictive. They are very, they have certain boundaries around them, that they always see another person with negative thought process first. And once the person proves to be good to them, they'll just open their doors. They'll just open up towards them. So you'll see that restriction within them. And also at the side of Capricorn, you'll see that these people will have that pessimistic attitude so as to push their limits. Why? Because they'll try to criticize everyone. They'll try to criticize themselves also, but only to push them to do something, to push them towards their limits and do something better. They'll always look for the negative circumstances first, so that when the positive comes in, they're not disappointed. Another thing that I've seen with Dhanishta people is that they complain a lot. They crib a lot. They just have a habit of repenting on things. They have a habit of, cribbing things.
So you guys won't believe I shot the last part of this video like 2 times, and both the times the audio was not there. I don't know why it happened, but I don't know, but it was 2 times that it didn't have the audio. So let's just get it done with. So the part which was left about Dhanishta nakshatra is that the symbol of Dhanishta nakshatra is drums and flutes. So that's why these people have interests in practicing instruments. They have a habit of playing instruments. On the Capricorn side, the instruments are like that, of the physical instruments like a guitar, a violin, drums, any of them. On the Aquarius side, it's more about like beatboxing, like becoming a DJ who has to do that with software, the editing and the mix and matching, more technical in nature. Drums and flutes also represents that they always have disturbance within their life. Everything is like drums and flutes. Everything is like there's some noise happening within their life. Something or the other is making some noise in their life. So we call it as nagada bajta rehta hai unki life mein. Right? Another thing is that since it's drums and flutes, it also means that anything they do in life, they'll just keep on telling everyone. They'll just before even performing some activity, before even doing what they are planning, they'll just discuss it with other people. So these people should actually do their actions or do their work before telling anyone. Once their work is done, only then they can announce that yes, I have done this. Otherwise, they'll always see a delay. These people are very good in sports. They should be involved in sports because they have too much energy within them. If they do not involve or exert this energy in physical activities, they would exert it within their home space or within their life. So that could actually bring in fights for them, bring in war-like situations for them. So that's why these people are very good with sports. They are adventurous. Some people who have, suppose, Saturn in Dhanishta, they can be fearful about adventure, like trekking, going on, doing different sporty activities. Although for that they should have moon in either a fire sign or ascendant in a fire sign, so as to do that. Otherwise the fear can come in. Another thing you'll see with these people is that they have melodious voice. Their voice is extremely impressive. If suppose they have moon in Aquarius, they have second lord connected with Aquarius, they have second house Aquarius, extremely good voice, impactful voice. Either they are good with singing or they are going to have a very impactful and I won't say soothing, but very impressive voice that people just get attracted to them. People are there to listen to them. These people are also have a good sarcasm. And the last thing that you'll see with Dhanishta nakshatra is that these people like to put structure to things. So you can see architectures. On the Capricorn side, it is more about construction workers, architects, builders, designers, interior decorators. But actually interior decorators can be seen from Capricorn and Aquarius both. But on the Aquarius side, it's more about building a software. It's about building a map, a blueprint of something. We're using coding. So on the Aquarius side, it's more technical, and on the Capricorn side, it's more related to cement, bricks, whatever we use in construction, iron, because it is the earth element, and the Aquarius is the air element, and Rahu is also there. So it's more through internet, it's more through softwares. Okay guys, so this was my analysis about Dhanishta nakshatra. I hope this makes sense for all of you and it gives you good insights into this nakshatra, and now you know how to differentiate the nakshatras of Mars. We'll come up with the next one, which is going to be Jupiter, because I guess only Jupiter is left, because we have done Sun, the nakshatras of Sun, we have done the nakshatras of Mars. Now it's about Jupiter. Okay guys, if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. If you guys would like to have your personal readings from me, you can check out the link below, and under the reading section you can book a personal reading for yourself, and under the unique reading section you can book a unique reading for yourself like Tribhagi, D1, D9 nakshatra or spiritual growth. Okay guys, we'll see you with the next video. Bye bye, take care.